Hi everyone, welcome to this pick a card reading, and I'm here today to find out, will you find a job? And well, yeah, that's about it really. Let's just see what happens. This is pile number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Timestamps will be down below, and let's get to it. Hi to those that chose pile number 1. Let us have a look and see if you will find a job. Yay, the perfection of your life. Very nice. Every journey starts with a single step. How true is that? Okay, 6th chakra. And okay, let's leave it there for a second. The perfection of your life. This is going to be the job. It's going to be the absolute perfect job. So yes, you're going to find one, absolutely, but let's try and work out how you're going to get there, how you're going to find one. What it's saying is that there is a lot of there's like a web. Think of a spider's web, and there's lots of connections going on in here, working together and bringing different people in and making sure that you're in the right place at the right time to make this happen for you. So by the looks of it, it's quite a complicated process for this job which would then kind of suggest, the job is quite rare, or there's not a lot of people doing the job, is the feeling that I am getting, because it's so complicated to get you there. Either it's it's a rare type of job, or it's an unusual type of job, or it's a type of job that is highly competitive. It's a job that everyone wants. So what's needing to happen is a lot of planning and hard work on spirit's part, in your spirit guides, to help you get there. Now, every journey starts with a single step. I'm getting the feeling that you haven't worked much towards this, or you haven't worked in the most efficient way yet. But for the most of you, I get the feeling you've been dreaming about it, desiring it, kind of waiting for things to happen. Now spirit needs you to take a more active approach. So basically they need you to kind of gather everything, all your motivation, and get moving, because you've kind of just been standing there with the suitcase looking out and dreaming about it. But they're saying they now need you to take the step forward and get moving. It could also be for some of you that you have planned it and you have worked out how it best would work for you, but now they need you to make those movements forward. So use your intuition, and especially if you can channel messages from spirit. I get the feeling they're going to start nagging you soon. So start trying to open and use that intuition, and you open that third eye to get where you need to go. The more you can tune in, the easier it will be for you, especially as it's such a complicated pathway. Caring connections, walking away. Okay, couple of messages here. So one of the messages that I'm getting is that for this job to happen, you may need to spend some time away from a loved one, but you need to be brave about this, and especially if it involves traveling or even a longer commute, you need to be brave and take that step. Because what I am getting as well, the message that I've just got, is after some time in this job, your partner will either be able to relocate closer to where the job is based, or your partner will be able to start traveling with you. So take that brave step and go forward. Now, the other message I've got is to rely on those around you and to help yourself to walk away from something that is no longer serving you. So if you're currently sitting in a job that you don't like, then you need to walk away from it before a new job can come in. Now, this is an extremely difficult thing to do, because ideally what we like is to find a new job while we're still in the current job and then make the swap. However, I have literally just been through this myself, and in the process of finding out what works for me and finding my own job. So I have broken away and stopped what I was doing. Make sure you plan it out so that you're not going to completely financially go into the ground. but it is possible to do, because what that gap in between does is it allows for healing and allows you to really focus on the appropriate steps forward. Skill. So it is going to be a job that requires something that you are, I'm going to say, naturally skilled at and highly skilled at. So you're talented at it. You either know about this and it's something that you've kind of pushed to the side and not done recently, or it is something that will be uncovered along the way. Sorrow, moon, endurance. I get this very strong feeling that for some of you, you could be looking at theatre, acting, media, television, writing, anything creative that requires the use of your imagination. So it might not be any of those creative things that I have just described, or it could even be the starting of your own business, or it could be any job that requires imagination and requires you to come up with visual ideas that you can then get to work with. Now, why I said it could be theatre or it could be kind of performing arts related is with this sorrow card, I feel that it requires a sense of an understanding of the deeper emotions. So in order to act a part well, especially the ones that are more emotional, you're going to be able to have to access the deeper emotions. Now, for others of you, it could be that you go into developing new products and you come up with ideas that will then help you develop these products based on your own past experiences that have brought you trouble. So it's something to do with the imagination. It is something to do with accessing emotions. And it is certainly something that is going to be a long road. So definitely, if it is something like acting, that is a long road usually. It really is. Even once you get into it, there's always the need and the battle to find the next job and find the next paycheck. But it is, whatever it is, it's a long road, and it's going to be a good journey though for you. It's going to be well worth it. Let's see what's next. 8 of Swords. It's up to you. Look for a sign. You can't see what this is yet because you're stuck in that situation. So if you're stuck in that job that you don't like, you need to leave that job and the blindfold will come off. It is up to you to make this move. It's up to you to make that step. Look for a sign. So this is saying that Spirit will bring in the connections and the clues and the hints and tips you need when you break away. Now, I'm not saying just walk away from your job and that's it. What I am saying is that you need to plan this out and you need to make sure that you are free from any negativity around you so that you can think more clearly and be intuitively inspired. So for some of you, if it is really not possible to leave your job, no matter what it is, then see if you can at least relocate to an area within the department, or see if you can at least make some adjustments so you are not around so much negativity. I hope that helps pile number 1. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hi to those that chose pile number 2. Let us have a look and see if you will find a job. Right. Defend to the end the worthwhile. New birth. Let's put these couple down. Yin Yang and Angel of Balance. Okay. I get this idea here with these 2 cards, these first 2 cards, let's just balance these out. These 2 cards here, that you have, you have recently come up with an idea. Or if you haven't yet come up with that idea, it will soon be popping into your head. And it's a new idea. It's in its very early stages. It could be your own business plan, or it could be something that you need to train for. And I am getting the sense that is something you will need to go back to college or university to study before it will kind of come to fruition, is what I'm saying, because it's just popped in, and it's going to need some sort of looking after and some nurturing the idea before it happens. So the possibility of having to study for it is it's a new birth. Your knowledge will then grow as like this tree will grow. That's what I'm saying. So yes, it's something new and something that's going to require some sort of studying or training for, at least. It's good. What I think this is so funny. You've got the yin and yang, and then you've got the angel of balance, and they both came out together at exactly the same time, side by side. It, it's it's going to be a career that, one, gives you so much more balance in your life, in the sense of you will have a much better work-life balance. You will equally be able to give a good amount of time at home and a good amount of time into your work, and emotionally you will be much more stable. Now, with the fact that we've got two type of balance cards here, I'm getting the feeling as well that it is saying that you're going to need to keep a level head as you go through this, especially as you go through the course of study, and don't be tempted to give up when the going gets tough. Indecision, angel of love. So you've come up with the idea, or you're about to come up with the idea, and you're a little bit indecisive about it, and it's more the case of how you will move forward. So maybe it's which course of study you will take, whether you actually need to study and you can just kind of wing it and give it a go yourself. I'm seeing the best thing to do here is study about it, even if that is only reading books around the subject or looking at how other people have developed your chosen career, and then go from there. I was once given the advice of, you look at the place where you want to be, you look at the person's credentials, and then you work backwards, and you see, for example, the university that they went to, and then you aim for that university. But at the end of the day, it is not about what other people do. This is your life. There is only one of you and there's one of them. You do what is right for you. So there is some indecision in this, and with the angel of love card next to it, it's saying you need to follow your heart and take some time about it. Don't rush into it. Just feel the way. Don't think too logically either. Feel. When you are struggling, empty your mind and ask yourself, well, what do I feel like doing? If that doesn't help, then go through it one at a time. Do I feel like doing this? And if you get that sort of feeling, then you don't do that. Very clear, you don't do that. But if you get the, yeah, that's what I feel like doing, or oh my gosh, yes, that is exactly what it is, take that pathway, because you're going on your feelings rather than your thoughts, because thoughts can often cloud our judgment. Ace of Cups, Death, Queen of Fishes, which is also the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'll put this one down. Magician. Fulfillment. Yes, it is going to be the most fulfilling job that you have yet had, basically. So it will bring you a lot of happiness once you can let go of what doesn't work for you anymore. Okay. And also, if there is anybody that you are really having to fight to prove that this pathway is right for you, then you need to let those people go as well, because that resistance is not going to do anyone good. So drop the apple, walk away and focus on you. Focus on what you need to do. So with the Queen of Fishes here, it could be, it's again saying that it is going to be a fulfilling option for you to take, and it's going to be a happy one too. But it could also be saying that it is a job that is to do with emotion. So it could be counseling, or it could be generally helping people in ways that make them happier and find happiness. It could be even along the psychic mediumship route. It could be tarot readers. It could be, signing up on a platform and giving messages, or the artistic route. So for me, the Queen of Cups is always artistic, imaginative, psychic, nicely emotionally balanced. So yes, artistic could be an artistic avenue, or at least creative. Again, another one that uses imagination. Magician, this is usually about a creative project as well. So again, I'm seeing a creative career option, but or otherwise, the other thing I'm getting is that it's about manifesting. It's about manifesting what you want, and it saying that it will happen. I also get the feeling with the like lightning up here that the idea strikes you suddenly. So if you haven't had it yet and you have no clue what I am talking about, please don't worry. It's going to strike you like a lightning bolt, and you go, that is exactly what I want to do with my life. That is exactly what I want to train for. Okay, ask your angels, reconsider, and trust. Right, ask your angels or ask spirit for help. They know the best pathway for you to take. Reconsider what is happening in your life at the present moment. It just needs some juggling about and some balancing out as well. And then just trust. So manifesting is all about saying what you choose to happen in the future, what you desire to happen, and then letting it be and allowing it to manifest in its own time. Because remember, the more we want, the more we chase, the further it moves away from us. So go with the flow. Hope that helps pile number 2. If you liked reading, please give it a massive thumbs up. And yeah, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Hi to those that chose poll number 3. Let us have a look and see whether you will find a job. What is already with you against the grain? All tied up in the second chakra, right? Okay. With this pile, for those that are watching, I really am seeing that you already have the answer, and more than likely your answer is not working for someone else, or it is working with someone, or for someone that gives you a large amount of freedom and really guides you into kind of expressing yourself in a much freer way, but in a way that makes a difference to your surroundings and to your community, even, on a much larger scale than that. For most of you, I really am seeing that you have the answer, and it's because you've got the desire to do something that really does go against the grain, to make the changes that you want to make. And for most of you, I am so seeing self-employed work. But not necessarily all of you, but for most of you, because of this all tied up card, I get the feeling that you're trapped in society's ways of working. You're trapped in the 9-to-5 job. You're trapped in the, you must get up, you must go to work, then you can come home, go to bed. Get up, go to work, come home, go to bed. You don't want that. You want to break away from being tied up. You want to get a pair of scissors and just cut those ties loose and run across the field, feeling the wind in your face. You want that freedom, because then you want to be able to, dive into the pool of your own ideas. You've got so much inside of you that you want to do, especially with this one. This is about creativity and, expression and doing your own thing. That it really is about letting yourself out. You feel that everything is being like hidden away, and if you're in a job or you're not currently in a job but are looking, and you've got people around you saying you need to find a job, you're feeling so not motivated because that's just not you. There's something you need to do that is working by yourself, because these are like individual people. You're working by yourself at least to start with, and then as you gain momentum, more people will be coming in. The appropriate people will come in to help you. But it does require some effort, and it requires you to put in the hard work to make it happen, because we know working for ourselves isn't easy. I've always, well, not always, but for the last few years I have worked for myself, and I still am. But it's hard work, and you need to put in the effort, and you need to schedule in the time and make it happen. Just don't be influenced by what society expects of you, though. Break free from that and be yourself, because you've got everything you need to make the changes. And if someone holds you back, you may even need to consider breaking free from them, or taking a break. Not even like permanently walking away. Take a break for yourself. Take a weekend trip into the countryside and, you know, go to like a little cottage and just spend some time there. You know how authors like to get away and spend some time in nature and be inspired sometimes? You know, you could do that too. You don't necessarily have to be an author to do that. Just clear your head. Universe. Balance. Okay. Yes. Nice. Nice. Oh, okay. Universe. Impact, a large impact. This career option that you want to take, or that you will kind of want to take and start making a move towards, it has a large impact, and you are going to, oh, there we go. You are going to be the center of your own world. I keep going on about how this is self-employed. This is you doing your own thing. You are the center of your own world, and there are people looking in on different angles. Some of them are going, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Some of them are trying to help you along the way. Some of them are enforcing their own opinions. Some are, you know, giving you bits of advice. But overall, you are the center of your own world, and it's time for change. It is time for you to step up and lead your own life. Of course, that does require you to find balance in all areas of your own life. Again, in order for us to be able to move forward, especially without the direction of other people, or especially at least initially, you need to be balanced, because if you are up and down all the time, one minute you'll be able to work, the next minute you'll be down and you won't be working. You'll be exhausted, or you'll be distracted, or you'll be procrastinating. You need balance, definitely balance. And don't forget the fun elements of your life as well, that needs to come into. But can you see how this person is here, ready, pulling back the arrow, ready to shoot it? He's constantly there, ready to work hard, ready to battle for what he wants. You know, that out there on the battlefield, making the changes. You know, it's like I said, going against the grain. It will feel like a battlefield at times, but it will be well worth it. It will happen. Most of the time when people start off against the grain, if they work hard enough and help people to realize why they are taking that pathway in that direction, it will become the norm at some point after some resistance. But, you know, that's how people make changes in history, is by going against the grain. It will be successful, no doubt about that. And yes, this is going to happen for you. There is no what ifs or when, or like, well, there will be a when, but, you know, what ifs, or is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Yes, it will happen. It's just kind of like a matter of now when it's going to happen, and it will be very successful. Hope that helps pile number 3. Please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hi to those that choose pile number 4. Let us have a look and see if you will find a job. Okay, she feels she knows. Angel of Strength, financial constraints, man holding heart, and victory. Yes, look at that, victory. You are going to find a job. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look and see a little bit more about it, because there's always going to be more to say. She feels she knows. You know what it is that you want to do. This definitely says that you have good ideas, or at least like an inkling. You got some sort of thoughts about it. You've got to be stronger, though. You're not being strong enough, so you need to have the courage of a lion, basically, and make the steps forward. Also, don't hide behind anyone else. If you find yourself relying on others, or you have a partner or a group of friends and you tend to stand in the shadows, don't. So instead of standing behind the lion and watching other people succeed, and now it's time for you to step into the body of the lion and be the actual lion and make good progress forward. I get the feeling you're not making the movement forward because you feel it financially it's not a good move, or Financially, you're going to struggle. So for example, if it's a case of starting a completely new career and you have to study first, then you're kind of worried how you're going to afford to pay for that course. If it is a case of a completely new career and you're swapping careers, you're looking at starting at the bottom, but on a lower pay grade than what you're currently on. And that drop in pay, you're worried is going to leave your cupboards bare, and you're worried you are going to struggle to get through it. But over time, in the long term, it will definitely be better. So what this next card is saying is try not to think too much in the short term of things and think long term. Long term, you will be so much better off, not only financially, with a full cupboard of everything that you need, but emotionally and definitely in terms of your passion. You will be so much more passionate about this job or this career that you want. So just have the strength to do it, and there will be victory involved as well. Hanged Man. Now, usually with the case of Hanged Man, I get this feeling here. Well, in other decks, I usually feel that you're kind of needing someone to come in to help you because you're all tied up. Usually, well, my other deck over there is all tied up. But with this one, you can just see that this person only has their foot kind of caught in the branches, and with a little bit of wiggling, they could release themselves from there. So I get the feeling that, you make some adjustments, you will make this job happen. Also, because their head is in the water, I get the understanding that you're a little bit clouded by your emotions. And no surprise there, if you're worried about your financial constraints, that worry will kind of be like emotions just flowing through your head constantly, and you're going to struggle to see. So relax, let go of needing to control everything right now, and have the strength to trust and move forward. 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and 9 of Cups. Oh, look at that. How the 9 of Cups is on top of the victory card. Nicely laid out. Right, 9 of Swords. Yeah, like I was saying, the emotions. The emotions are starting to drive you to despair. Well, they have been anyway. Grief, even for some of you. You might be grieving over a loss of someone. But I just see, for the most part, most of you have been almost grieving over how life hasn't been how you wanted it to be, or life hasn't gone the way you expected it to be, and that's just really upset you. Like when you were younger, you planned for so many amazing things. You got into adulthood or even older teenage years, and things just aren't happening how you planned them out. But you've got to be strong. You've got to get through this tough time. There is a wolf by this person here. And that, to me, is saying there is someone that is standing near you that will support and help you through this. Even if it is, a pet and it's not actually a person, there is someone there that will look after you and will help you and will guide you through this. So try to work on healing a little bit and clearing your head. 7 of Cups. The result of being so down and upset is causing opportunities not to come your way, or they are coming your way and you're trying to grasp hold of them and you're trying to make the changes, but it doesn't happen. It's like, oh, I'm going to start a course, but then you just can't find the right course, or someone offers you an opportunity and then a week later they turn around and it's gone. Something like this is all happening because Spirit is saying you can't take an opportunity while you're feeling so much upset and hurt for whatever reason that may be. So as soon as you find the strength, you will find the opportunities come to you. At the moment, these are all up in the air. So I get the feeling the more you ground yourself, the more these cups will be brought down to the ground and then they will be accessible to you. Ace of Cups, soon as they lower, you will be able to choose the cup that is best for you and the one that is most fulfilling. Nine of Cups. God, so many cups. Right. Dreams will come true. What you're dreaming of, what you know, is going to come true. Improving health. If you believe, yeah, okay. As soon as you can ground yourself and at least clear some of your emotions partially, your health will improve and your dreams will look like they will start to come true as you progress through. Now, if you believe, you've got to believe more. You've been doubting yourself, you've been doubting spirit. You just need to believe and have so much more faith that everything is going to turn out all right in the end. But first of all, you need to start reading. Okay, read some healing books. I mean, what did I needed to do a patch of healing. I do quite a lot of healing recently. And someone recommended to me the Betty Shine books, like Mind, Magic and Mind. I can't remember what the other one was called, but it was a lot to do with like mind energy and clearing emotions and depression. And she has a lot of exercises that are useful for healing. So for some of you, have a look at Betty Shine. And yeah, that is probably a good start. Or just have a look at your library, your local library, and see what books they've got on healing. Or even type into Amazon, like spiritual healing, see what pops up. I'm sure there must be something. Or, you know, also the other thing, have a look on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, there are groups on there of people that love to support each other and can help each other through tough times. Okay, I hope that helps pile number 4. Please give it a thumbs up if it resonates, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.